This VUCA, I feel in India started in 1991 itself when we started liberalizing our economy. Till then it is license Raj. The people are very happy to do business in protected environment. Of course, we were not having any competitiveness at that time. And with the economic liberalization, things started happening very fast. And in fact, it increased our competitiveness in the global scenario. EXIM picked up, as well as the customers in India got benefited tremendously because of the opening up of the economy. As it was mentioned by earlier speakers, that this is the term coined by US military. Even US military in the Cold War era, they are very happy. They are looking at only one Soviet bloc, what they are doing and how to counter them. So it's very easy for them to focus on one particular aspect. Post this, when the Soviet bloc collapsed and bipolar world started becoming unipolar in terms of military strategy, and it's a fact that never a world can become unipolar. There will be always diverging forces acting in different directions. So US military also got confused where to look at, where are the threats, where from they are coming, what to do. So I feel VUCA is nothing but a dynamic world, and it's very good. Unless there is a competition, there is threat. Normally we never try to use our resources. As it's well established, research has put that we use our brain very less, maybe 2 to 3%. I think the guess is that Einstein used 20% of his brain only. When Einstein can use only 20%, other people will be using very less. So this environment makes us really vibrant, as Suman has put it. And once you become vibrant, and as the managers, the entire business environment picks up that agility to react to the situation, it will only give the growth. So VUCA environment is good for growth of the country. Yeah, as a famous columnist Thomas Friedman said, that world is becoming flat. Today the barriers are virtually no more. The technology has taken leaps. Any innovation, any part of the world will be reaching within no time to other places. And unless one is very attentive and focused on the new developments, it's within no time the business may become obsolete. With so much of electronic media, tablets, smartphones getting popularity, maybe the day is not far off when the newspaper may become obsolete in the print media. As of now, the young generation, I feel, is not looking at newspaper. Now it reminds me as looking at Mr. Venkataraman, who is from the paper industry here. Now really they have to look for how to strategize their business in the coming environment where the electronic media is taking a greater role. Now in fact, emails when we receive, there is always a small note given by the service providers. Unless it is very much required, don't print it. I could see in my own career, when I started around 30 years back in the government, everything used to come on paper. Without an approval on the paper, nothing will move. It has to be filed, approved, and then it has to be transmitted in fax, and then has to reach the other place. Now in government and public sector, the approvals are by email. Look at the change how we are coming up. Now, the industry has to get adjusted to this. And the technological changes and technological innovations are great moving factors in this. I was looking at one news item recently, around, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. There's some Australian scientists, they found that a lot of fresh water is beneath the oceans. It may suffice the world population for next 100 years or 200 years. They say it is 100 times more than what water has been pumped out of the earth in the last 50 or 60 years. And another, energy. Today we are facing energy crisis. But again, then the research is going on about fuel cells, where the energy generation will become very cheap if it becomes a success. Now just think about the investment the power sector is doing in India. The power plants based on coal in India are victim of volatility in the market. A lot of investment has gone into the power sector in thermal generation, expecting the supplies from indigenous sources and from imports. And somewhere the policy makers, the business strategists, the people who invested money into this, they missed out one factor. This somewhere there may be some hindrance in the supply chain. And today, the largest NPA in the banks in India, and we talk always of infrastructure development for the growth in the country, and see where we are missing in the power sector. We made a lot of investments, we are not able to run it. The power has become very costly. Even people are ready to pay the price, the power is not available. Now finding alternative to this is the solution. But once the alternative comes into existence and it proves and it starts working, then what will be the fate of this industry? What about the investment? What they have to do? No, this is what I think the beauty of this hookah, and as well, really today it can be brainstormed and can definitely good ideas can be shared